What's happening, everyone? We're back. Nan's Kitchen podcast, as you know. This week, it's going to be a little bit different. We're just going to have a bit of a laugh on this one because
we can.
Yeah, it's simple as that. Because we can. The seriousness is like, I like them. The criminology side's brilliant and that, and I enjoy it. But when I'm looking back over the videos, I'm seeing myself thinking my eyes are going them ways and that, and I just look a bit mad. You know what I mean? Like I can't just have a laugh with it because I was thinking trying to be serious, then go to funny doesn't work. So we're probably gonna just like start funny and go to serious, see how that alters it. But that's us anyway, ready to pop off now. This week's a bit mad. So we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about this week, Lou.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
Could be anything, lad.
Could be anything, like I mentioned before about.
Swore again. Hey, yeah. I'm just gonna roll with it though at this point.
I don't think it come out like a swear word though. Did it?
Definitely did, yeah.
Where a swear word?
It was a swears, which we pointed it out at this point. It's too late.
I can get blocked out.
Anyway, it is what it is, lad.
Put a beep on.
We'll get Ashley to do
put
that.
a beep on.
I'll get Ashley to edit that. I'll just get him to edit it for us. Yeah, a little
beep.
Sunset. We'll just put like a little one of them hashtag memes on his face here on it when he's doing it.
It's hard not to swear though, isn't it?
It is when you're trying to. Well, it is when you're a Scouse, yeah, because it's basically just every letter of our vocabulary.
It's just like going like well, like you say.
Yeah, I swear words. Yeah, you say something else. Yeah.
So.
But instead you just say F, or you say something.
So like swear words, like my nan used to say, which weren't swear words, but like they would have been, like Ruddy L.
Yeah.
No one's like
stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll start saying Ruddy then.
I just start
Ruddy L.
Just call everyone a sausage lad, or
Ruddy.
Start making names up, lad. Yeah.
John Ruddy.
John Ruddy. Whatever, you little Ruddy monster. That doesn't even make sense. I've tapped this laptop thing about 15 times and it just won't unlock. So I'm just going to give up on that for a sec. It's just taking me concentration, lad, on it. And all I can see is me reflection in it at the moment. Come on, screen, come on. We've got some life now, but I'm just going to... It's burning me head upstairs now. So, yeah. So, the first thing we were going to speak about this time around was... Well, I thought it'd be funny to bring up a little... our first Amsterdam trip. You know what I mean?
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Our first Amsterdam trip, Hey.
I weren't very fond of planes then, was I?
Either? Oh my God.
Was I? I was a bit worse for wear that day, wasn't I?
I'm not going to lie to you.
But to be fair though, we didn't have much sleep the night before, did we?
We didn't have much sleep, but it's no excuse because this man had me. See, I'm all right with planes now, but I went to first, so I know the stuff he was going through, I understood. Now, my first time flying, yeah, when I first went on holiday with the lads, we went to Dam as well, and I'm thinking like the night before, what about if I have a panic attack on the plane? What about if I start thinking it's going to crash? What about if this happens? What about if that happens? And I'm sitting there, lad, honest to God, my brain was on tilt mode, lad. It was just going on and on and on. And I'm sat there going, why am I thinking of inevitable things that aren't going to happen? But I couldn't get my mind back.
It's like when people say to you, they go, you're more likely to be in a car crash. I know that, mate. Crash, yeah. But it's worse being 100,000 feet up in the air in a tin of beans. Like a big tin can.
No, and you're probably going to die if you hit the floor. Like it's
you're definitely going to die. And you've got about an hour before you hit the floor.
And you're just like thinking, I'm just going to... I watched the show. Speaking about that, I seen a video the other day and it was hysterical. And they were all going to obviously meant to be a plane crash. They were having all turbulence. And he was like, some kid just rang someone and just starts going, lad, you're a muppet, lad. Never liked you. Not asked. Quit me job on that anyway. Watch, lad. And start saying all stuff. He's like, watch when he sees. He's like, yeah, son, lad. Find me, lads. Get me tomorrow. No one, the plane's going to crash. Yeah. Everyone else on the plane starts ringing people, just giving them abuse. Yeah. And then about half an hour later, lad, the turbulence stops and he survived the plane. It doesn't crash. Yeah. It was like one of the best skits I've ever seen in life, lad. It was brilliant. It was
so if you know the plane's going down, just ring everyone and
give them abuse, yeah. So basically, if you've got any enemies, yeah, or people you just don't even like, if you know you're going to get your days are over, just ring them and give them some abuse and be like, lad, you're a muppet. Straight up, simple as that. And I'm going to meet you outside the Tesco tomorrow for the straightener, yeah? Knowing that you're not going to make it till tomorrow. So just make sure you know you're on your lazzies. Otherwise, you're going to have bare enemies at your front doorstep the next day. Innit?
Yeah, just make sure the masks come down first before you say it.
Yeah.
You definitely know something's
you know it's about to be over.
Something's about to be over, yeah.
Or at least take a picture of the mask dropping or something so you can like post it and be like, I don't know, you're planning a way to like escape the air, yeah. So you just be like, yeah, I survived, but I've got the evidence that the plane could have crashed, and you just never return home ever. It's just
a tricky one, isn't it? Like you see, like that film, that Sully film, where something happens to the plane, and he turns the plane upside down.
Somebody lands in the water.
I'm sure he turns the plane upside down though for a bit.
I can't.
And you're like,
can't remember the film.
I don't think John driving my EasyJet plane to Tenerife has got the capabilities to turn the plane upside down.
I don't reckon my mate John. Why me? I
never meant you. Just John. Just come to me head.
But you know, just because I am.
It could have been you.
It could have been. You know what? It might well be me, lad. I've heard.
I hope it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me. But I have heard that these planes fly themselves these days. Like that's what I've heard. Like people say, but I don't know conspiracy in it. But old school pilots were legit OG, can proper fly a plane, and that's the point where like, I feel like my hands are safe because they know how to use it. But technology's advanced a lot, lads, as well. I
think they just take off and land now, don't they? The pilots?
Literally, they just have to like.
So when you're in like mid-air in the turbulence, the tinge just doing its own.
Control back of the
if they need to,
if it's a bit out of hand. But basically, the tinge just flying.
Didn't when we went to the dam the first time? I'm sure he was like a student pilot the first before we got off. Before we set off, I'm sure they made an announcement.
No, they did, yeah.
And that's why
I don't think he was a student. I think
like
student co-pilot it was.
Yeah,
it was a co-pilot, and he was like,
and I looked at you and went,
"It's over." So what? This is what that's what I was going to say before as well. He's an awful flyer. Like, so I'm going through all this worry what I was telling you before, and I'm panicking. Now when I booked the Aldi for us. He's in work, and I'm like, "Lad, we're going to Dam in like 3 weeks." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're going to Dam in 3 weeks." He's like, "Yeah, I can made up, lad." Literally comes to man when he finishes work, and he's like, "Lad, I've been panicking all day." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I just don't panicking. I don't want to fly." Like, when we were on the plane, he literally sat there so still, just staring.
I hadn't been on a plane for about.
He just sat there, didn't you?
10 years either.
I was old man's hand and everything. Not even gay, like, do you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. If you can't hold your mate's hand, then you're not comfortable with sexuality. Straight up.
I think the fella next to us thought we were weird. Like,
yeah, I just said he's my boyfriend. I'm not even asked. He's tardy anyway, all day that. But I swear to God, he just stood there and he couldn't take his focus off the seat in front of him. And
I don't even know why I do it. I go. I like to sit by the window, but then I don't like to look out the plane.
Look out the window, yeah. I was just like, you're making it worse for yourself.
I don't like being on the aisle in case something happens and I'm like just all funny and everyone can like think, "Oh, what's up with him?"
He's a shithouse, yeah.
Like, if it happens while I'm there, I just go by the window and conk out and no one knows.
I'm just stuck in the
corner. I think he's a kid.
Yeah, I can't save myself.
Even though it's just a panic attack.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like if you're on the aisle row, you feel like you've got to spring into action. You're like, "What? Let's go then. Let's try and save the people." Actually, being realistic, I can't do anything, so I'll just sit back down and inhale me fucking air and oxygen that comes through this mask here.
And let's be honest as well, when the poor girl flight attendant people are doing that thing, what they always have to do every time the plane takes off, nobody looks at it.
I know.
So we aren't. We are, but also shit streaming. If something happens, because nobody watches you, and if something happens, we'd all be going, where's the? I don't even know what. Do you know what I mean? You would be.
I'll be honest with you now, yeah.
Can you remember anything? All I remember is the whistle.
Oh, yeah, the whistle. No, I remember. No, so this is what I remember. You have 2 exits here, and here. That's all I remember. And it's like, just don't sit me by the emergency exit because that means I'm first out here on it. But then I'm not about that.
You only need the exit if he lands the plane.
That's what I mean. Onto shark-infested water in the middle of the ocean. It's another thing within itself because we know what's above there, but we don't know what's below that because we can't get certain depths. But yeah, back to paranoia man over here. He was terrified, anxiety. We got off the plane, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you know when you see someone's face to a point where like he's got a nice complexion? He was fucking green. He looked like he had a whitey before we got the dam. You know, and I'm looking. I'm like, you're crazy. The relief that come out of this poor man's body when we stepped off that plane and got our bags. He was like, I can't wait to just fucking get on this train and get out of here. You know, like I seen you just light up, lad.
I was made up that it was when you go there, it was quick to getting through once you're off that plane.
Yeah, you're out. You're
through, aren't you? And then the excitement's hit then.
It does. But then like, coming home was
that's the worst. That was worse.
That was worse. Yeah.
No, it was worse.
We're going to tell you why it was worse. So we're jumping bits here. Now, as we said, it's Amsterdam story. So we're going to start from what I've just said. So what did we do? We got off the train. My mum was happy. And
I got off the train and thought, there's just gonna be a coffee shop straight away.
Yeah.
I was going to you. Where's the coffee shops?
Yeah, like,
why aren't they just like? I thought you'd get up. I thought the airport would have them. I thought they'd just be everywhere.
He thinks it's like heaven, like you're stepping into a fairyland, a pot. There's just gonna be weed there, Rasta man here, fucking, you know, like it's just everything. You're gonna see Danger Mouse lad with his little Rasta hat on him, man. Rasta Mouse, man. How good was that? By the way, that was one of the best kids cartoons I've ever watched in my life. that Rasta Mouse. Have you ever watched that when you were a kid?
I don't think I ever seen it, you know, John.
Lad, it was the accent for me, lad, because it was just...
You started earlier than me.
Oh, he was OG, lad. Yeah, I did, you know I did. I was out when they had like Lazy Town and the Bob and Ops and all that, lad. Remember all them ones? And Teletubbies and that. Lazy Town come after me, but I had like younger brothers and sisters, so I dealt with listening to Upsy Daisy and fucking Iggle Piggle running around the gaff with fucking Macca Packa. Oh, lad.
You should call Macca that, Macca
Packa. I did for a bit. I swear to God, though, lad, like, I can't deal with Iggle Piggle's red blanket no longer in my life, lad. He needs to fuck off.
Smoke screen runners out there, aren't they?
Jesus Christ, that
smoke screen, now you see me now, you don't just blow that, disappear.
My name's Captain Price, and I have just for a smoke grenade.
Yeah, I reckon that's what they're going to start doing, that now, just using e-looks, it's just to
gas the car.
Yeah.
Fuck off. We don't need the smoke screen, lad, just get your vapes out. Spitting and everything there, lad.
Yeah, he's just got liquid lung.
They actually have, all that people have liquid lung.
Proper liquid lung, lad.
People in the army have got liquid lung. Fuck off. So, as we've got the dam anyway, back to the story, because we're terrible for this and you're going to know this.
It is a good story.
It is a good story. We can fucking stay on the story.
Yeah.
So, we get the first coffee shop we went in. Actually, I'm lying. I'm telling you a lie, because we got there mad early. It was like 8:30 in the morning.
It was early.
Coffee shops open.
It was early. I was starving as well.
Yeah, you were starving. And we weren't going to Mackey's. So, we resorted to time.
Up there, though, we forgot the bit. What happened to your dad when he dropped us off at the airport?
Oh my God.
We missed that out, John. That was before we got on the plane.
ADHD in us, lad. It's too much. So my stepdad only drops us off as he pulls in and drops us off. Little does he know that it's one of them. So where he's pulled in, he's thinking, it's fine here, lad. I'll just drop you off here. Dead swift. He had to go to work.
I thought we blended it.
I thought we were sweet. Next minute, what was it, like 3 weeks later in the post?
Yeah.
I went, you've just been flashed. He went, no, I haven't. I was like, you have, you're getting billed 80 quid, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened. So we come home from the dam 3 weeks later. Me fucking stepdad gets an 80 quid fine in the post, and I was just like, go ahead, it looks like
we were all spent out as well, weren't we?
He was like, I'll pay for it. I was like, nah, we'll box it. Can't be letting you pay for something that even though it was your mistake.
It was but he was doing us a favour.
He was doing us a favour, so you can't really argue, especially at that time in the morning. But we got the dam, we're looking for this now. At this point, we're looking for somewhere to go for something to eat. Now, I've been at dam before this couple of times, handful of times, maybe like 4 or 5 times. But it was not like it was when I was going. Like, it been about, say 6-8 months since I've been. What's going on with the dam? I eat Wormerstraat, and there's not a single coffee shop in Wormerstraat. Bear in mind, Wormerstraat had every fucking coffee shop known to man. When I went there, it was like, boom, greenhouse effect, boom, bulldog, boom, fucking, not a big fan of bulldog.
Even that street where we stayed.
The High Street Blues, that was one of the best little coffee shops.
They're all gone now.
That's what I'm on about, that's Wormerstraat, that's the street.
What was the one we went to where you could sit on the floor and like them mad, they had like mad cushions on the floor and you could sit in there?
It was the old smoke, it was, what do they call now, everyone goes to them, that mad one. I don't really go to the commercial gaffs when I go to the dam, because they're all for tourists, and I'm like a semi-local at this point. I've been like nearly 30 times.
Yeah,
like,
you might as well have a Dutch passport.
I'm honestly I should have a dual nationality, lad, a citizenship at this point, lad, I swear. But
Johnny Van der Meijden.
I'll take that. That's a name and a half, that, you know. Yeah. But I was, honest to God, do you know when you go to somewhere and you thought it was familiar, and then the panic sinks in and you're like, oh shit, I don't know.
Because I was relying on you.
Well, and I was relying on me as well. Yeah. On it. And then as soon as I realised we had to rely on fucking Google and asking people, I was like, oh lad, I feel like I'm back to square one again.
Yeah.
And no word of a lie, the coffee shops are now all spread out. So back then, it was like, shit, where did we go? We ended up, where did we go for the fucking brekkie? We went to, we had to wait, because we didn't even know that there was that omelette round the corner, just the heaviest omelettes ever.
Yeah, and we were looking for the one. I think we were after like a full English or something like that, weren't we? Couldn't get one.
We ended up waiting for Big Shot to open. Big Shot opened at like meant to be. They say 10:30. I've been that gaff. Last 4 times been a dam. I fucking shit you not. That's never open at 11 o'clock in the fucking morning. They lie to you. They lie to you, and I know they lie to you because you have to check out at 10:30, and I'm right there for the full English, and the gaff's not open. And I go for a wand and get a weed, and then go there and boom. It's devastating. So we had the worst brekkie ever. Just to start it out was, you know what I mean? It sounds miserable, but the trip turned out quite well. But it was the worst brekkie ever. Now, we then had to go and check in the hotel. So this is where I get fucking fuming, mate. So as soon as we walk in to check in the hotel, there's these 5 kids getting through out. And I'm like, why are these kids getting through out? The dads had to come over, But I think the mum and dad, so there was like the 5 lads, but the mum and dad were with them, but staying elsewhere. No one really know of the kids. They must have been, because they were in this hotel. And I booked it, a smoke room hotel. That's the whole point of it. I'm meant to be going, because it's a smoking hotel.
Yeah.
I get there, and what does it say on the wall, lad?
No smoking.
No fucking smoking. Fucking, it was like €80 or €150 fine.
No smoking, and there's me thinking I've never been to Amsterdam before. I'm thinking, you can just smoke wherever you want.
Yeah, no.
Anywhere you want.
It fucking ruined
the
experience. I mean? No, this made me fuming. So I'm at a point where I'm like, I like to go and sit back in the hotel for a little half an hour sometimes, take my shoes off, build a few raspers, have a little fucking smoky jokey.
But I think because we got there earlier and we were still dead tired, we were half just going to chill in there for a little minute.
Hour or two, yeah. Weren't we? And then pull ourselves together, watch a bit of fucking
Dutch television.
Dutch MTV, lad, yeah. Ridiculousness on repeat, lad, and Catfish. I've seen possibly every fucking episode of Catfish known to man, even though I've never watched Catfish in ours when I come back home to the UK. Or I've seen major ridiculousness as well. Start watching fucking Discovery Channel and that belter. But anyway, we got there. Telly was broke. Yeah. Couldn't smoke in the hotel. Yeah. Fucking shit it was.
How small was the room, like, John?
Oh my god. Have we got
pictures? What was the pictures of the room? No, the pictures of the room, it looked like a deluxe suite, what we were booking. And we got there, and it was like...
It looked like a shoebox with two trainees. It was like... That's how close we was together.
If you turned this table round...
It was the same size.
Like the same size as the room.
Like the beds were like split this in half. That's the 2 beds.
I'm lying on my bed. John's in front of me. My feet are by John's head.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
That's what it was like.
It was a proper strip.
It was...
You were just stripped in.
There was no room. You were like... Side on everywhere, weren't you?
To kill it even more, there was a table with one chair. One chair?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I meant to do with a table?
I'd say 10 to piece.
To drink, lad?
Yeah.
And you couldn't even smoke in there anyway.
I'd say 10 to piece.
Oh, I hated it. It was, do you know what though? It made us actually enjoy the time a little bit more.
It was funny.
We had to go and sit in coffee shops.
It was funny.
Like, we went to coffee shops that, like, I don't really like to sit in coffee shops, most of them, because I like to, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't like to smoke full green joints all the time, and I enjoy a poly joint, so, like, I like to go to a coffee shop where there's the ciggy part as well, so I can fucking have a poly joint, you know, when I want to have a poly joint. So...
And I think you were more advanced than me then on your weed smoking days, so I was still, like, new to the game, weren't I?
You was new to the game, yeah.
I remember us going to this coffee shop, and it was, like, a bit dim in there, and we just sat right at the back. And I don't know if you still got the picture, but there was a picture of us.
I've got it on my phone recording.
And I look like E.T. or something.
I've got the picture where we're both sat in the coffee shop, and I've got that picture of me and you. Yeah. I look like a fucking gremlin. You might look like E.T.
The heavy ones, the juices. The losers,
yeah. The losers,
they're
man.
Unbelievable.
The strawberry losers are heavy strawberry kiwi. Yeah, $2.92, lad. But they're about £4 for a drink this week now.
The spenny.
Rip off, lad. That's how much of a rip-off it is, you know what I'm saying?
I can't remember, so we got there, didn't we? So we had all that palaver with the room and all that, didn't we?
Then we went out for a little trip.
And then we went out, where did we go for the first part of the journey?
The first coffee shop I went to was Greenhouse Effect, because that's the first one I ever
went to. Was that by our hotel? Was that on the...
No, it used to be on the same road as our hotel.
Yeah.
And it got moved to just a bit round the corner by the church, and you can just, like, on the back street by Chinatown, if you go down that street, it's just on the end there by the fucking thing, it's like a windmill type. I don't know, it's in my building. I know there's at the back of my hand, lad.
Yeah.
But as you got there, there's like 3 or 4 coffee shops there. But there was my favourite coffee shop, which I now go to all the time when I get off the train. So we get off the train straight away, follow all the way down to the left-hand side, cross the road, and there's just a little bopper on the corner there, belter. Like, you're getting, like, any other coffee shop you go to, it's extortionate. But in here, it's a minimum of a minimum of €10 spend. Now you're getting grams, like, I'm New Haze, and that for like €9 and that. So you're getting like 1.2, 1.3 of weed.
We were on the haze train then, weren't we?
No, but when I go back, I smoke the haze now, because the cushions are all shite. The Cali weeds in the dam, shocking. The polys is shit. The new Amsterdam genetics are all right, but the Calis are terrible. Any Cali weeds or Cali polys are shocking. They're just awful. They're a waste of money.
Remember when we were over there and
the cushions are shambles as well. A lot of
remember you were saying, don't buy that strawberry banana.
Yeah, it was spray. Yeah, so that's what happened. That's where, no, you're right, there was a coffee shop round the corner. So as you go down Wormestad, there was a little left, and you go to the left of the church. Now, it's a food shop, it's called, like, it's like a food little hole in the wall. That used to be a coffee shop. And High Times coffee shop it was. High Times coffee shop, yeah. And the strawberry and banana was sprayed with that's what he was saying, it was sprayed with flavouring. I didn't give a fuck. It tastes like a bubble, but I'll smoke it all day, lads. As long as it tastes sweet, I don't give a fuck. Now, I'm a bit different. Like, if I go to the dam, I'm going because I wanna go to have a joint. Like, I'm going to have a detox away from me fucking day-to-day life. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be like, go ahead, I'm going to the dam, it's legal here, and I'm going to enjoy and have some fun and, like, let loose. I'm not sleeping with no prostitutes, don't fuck that, lad. One of the boys come back the other week and he was telling me they did like one fucking 20 for a brass and that. No, when we were 18, it was like 50 quid to €75. And I'd never pay for it because it's extortionate. Like, imagine going in and paying 75 quid for a shag. I say that, but in retrospect now, it's cheaper than going on a date with a bird. You go to town with a bird, you spend about a 2 or 3 ton on a date. You do 2 or 3 ton minimum. And you might not even get your nuts, lad. Whereas if you go and put a little one down on a brass, it's a set. But the thing is...
So in reality, go to town and get a brass and you save money?
You could get a flight there and back and pay for your brass and it's cheaper than going on a date. You think I'm dead serious?
No, I believe it.
Dead serious.
No, you're right.
But I find the prostitution side of it, and I get it's legal, but I just don't like it, me. I just find it, and personally, each to their own in the industry. If they're in it on their own will and they're doing it because they enjoy doing what they're doing, then by all means, yeah. But there's a darker side to that, to the market, and that there always is. Same for where they get the weed from. Like Amsterdam, weed isn't legal. It's just looked over because of the revenue it makes. Like you can carry up to 5 grams on you, but like it's not legal to just be out of the city centre smoking weed. Like if you're not in Amsterdam, you can't just start blazing spliffs up on that. Like
people used to say to me that you can't smoke on the streets, but
no, but
I think you can, but you can't. Yeah, I think if you were standing, if Busy's were there and you were smoking it, there's.
No, well, I used to panic. So when I was like younger, I remember walking. I was out of the way and walking the zoo and smoking a joint, and Plod walked past me, and he didn't even say nothing. But I cupped the joint, panicking and I thinking, oh, they're gonna pull me in there. And I was like, do you know what? It's calm. As long as you're not being disrespectful, they're not asked. But there's a fine line between like, where do you think they get the weed from? The coffee shops, they're only allowed to grow so much weed a year, so it's all black market. Like it's bought from the black market. Like that's just how it is. Like so, it's not a legal industry really fully, because if it was legal, then they'd be able to just produce the amount of weed they need and buy and sell it legally. In a sense of the big amounts, but they're only allowed to grow so much weed and get rid of so much weed. It's not in the sense of sacks of like grams and 2 grams. I'm on about big amounts, but it's different. It's different now. But when we went, funny, fucking brilliant. So it was a bit different. We started going around like joining all different coffee shops, and remember we went to where was it? The Bluebird. Remember the
Bluebird? Yeah. That's one of my favourite ones.
I like the Bluebird. It's got a tobacco.
Stairs are steep though.
Yeah, lads, every single set of stairs.
If you're starting off like I was, like when we first went, be aware if you're stone walking up them stairs because they're like that. Do you think I fell up them, me?
Lad.
That's how stoned I was. Fell up the stairs.
Do you know what it is? Every time, like, I'm stoned and I'm there, and let's say for instance, me and him just been sat in the coffee shop with some like Irish or Scottish people. I go back with him and he's fell up the stairs and we're going, alright man, he's fucking fell over again, that young bloody fucking city fucking idiot, man. You can't own this fucking shit. What are you fucking doing, young man? Stay off the smoke, man. It's fucking terrible. And
it's like, lad, them stairs are like Snowden.
It is though. It's like I'm sitting there and I'm like, I just start picking up on accents, and then if he's fucking falling over,
they need to get a set of escalators in there, lad.
Oh, that's bad. I'm just like, this man needs a fucking help up the stairs.
You need a fucking stair lift.
You needed a fireman's lift from me up the fucking apple from Purdsbury. You couldn't even handle yourself, man. It was fucking ridiculous. But yeah, man, it was sweet as a nut, and that's what I keep doing. So think of that. He's falling over the gaff. I'm pulling out all my different accents. I'm fucking, why, hey man, how you fucking doing to that day bit? And he's going,
in reality,
he's just looking at me going, why have you went from Irish to Scottish to Geordie? And I'm going, honestly, lad, don't know. Didn't even know I could do them accents. That's the first time I discovered I was legit spot on it, imitating.
I think everyone else was looking at us thinking
we're fucking weirdos, that fly out and smash his head in a minute. You know what? You best get out my camera before I take your head off, kid, you little muppet.
You were like Kevin and Perry, weren't we?
Kevin and Perry got large. Oh, it was fucking hysterical. Now,
and the good thing about the Bluebird as well, because they say you're not allowed to use tobacco in certain coffee shops, don't they? And in there they have a room where you open the window for you.
Yeah. It's like a little segregated bit where you can go and shut the door and have a little whiff.
And they're like very Scouse friendly in there, aren't they?
I quite like them. The sound in there, the woman always sound in there. The fella, it's like an old Dutch fella who works there and he's just miserable, but he's not at the same time. Yeah. You think he's horrible, but he's not. He's just... €10, €12. Thank you, but and it's like, that's all. It's as simple as that. They just don't care.
Yeah, like, mate, I only want you to let on to you.
Yeah, like he's living his life, lad, to a point where he's like, I'd be arsed with this no more. I just want to have a joint, have a coffee, and I'll be on you at 1 o'clock when I wake up. Do you know what I mean? Can't be arsed with people today. That type of vibe.
we walk in, I felt top step and all that. He's thinking, what's up with these two?
I'm talking fucking Irish, and then Geordie, and he's like, who the fuck's this guy? You know, who the fuck's this guy? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are you? Like,
yeah, he was speaking McGregor before McGregor was a thing.
Yeah, I was doing McGregor lad before he even knew McGregor was, lads, and mad. Who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah. I think we done a lot of Tobian though, didn't we?
We did a lot of Tobian, a lot of footing lads. We foot toured the gaff. Did we go to the zoo? Me and you when we went?
We never went to the zoo, no.
Nah, I went fucking. I've been to the zoo a few times. Obviously, I've been with some people. We don't talk of certain names. Voldemort. No, what are you messing? Anytime we talk about experts, you just say Voldemort because it's just the name we shall not say. Oh, I swear. But yeah. Funny times. The zoos are belted. No damn as well. It is actually sick. There's like little parts. Berlin Zoo and Amsterdam Zoo.
Oh yeah, just fell off. We went to the zoo.
But we were going to go to the zoo, and I think that's why we never went to the zoo, because you'd be like, I don't think I can handle, because I was telling them there's a part where these little monkeys, they're not like monkeys, they are like a species of a monkey. And they just walk around, like you can walk through that a little bit, and they just walk around you, but they tell you to like don't get too close to them because they can scratch you. Yeah. And he's like, what do you mean, lad? I'm not fucking getting clawed by some monkey, lad. I'll get fucking murdered. Laughing, he's going, no.
I weren't keen on the monkey.
He's reckon the monkey's going to jump up and just slip him by the throat in there.
We had to go once, because if you remember back then, it was like a big thing in Liverpool. Everyone was wearing them Amsterdam caps, weren't they?
I know. Muppet.
Did you get it?
No, did a shite, but he fucked off, I think. That's not, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it was like a thing, weren't it? Everyone was wearing them Amsterdam caps, you remember them?
Yeah, the Robin thing, your ones.
Like, I was on a wonder, because I wanted one. I think you were the animal tree, but I was looking for one, weren't I? But
nah, I'm on you. But we couldn't find the reals. It was all replicas. And the replicas were like 25 quid. Still, it was like, what are you on about? That's the Robin Reef ones, I think they're called, aren't they? You can get them in Portugal, no? Portugal version.
A bit of that now, though, aren't they? A bit of a bacon head shout now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Them ones.
I just like mad caps, but I was
It's just a bit like, I've been the jam.
Yeah, it was. That's all it was for. It was a statement.
It
was a statement, lad. So, it is what it is. And, you know what? So, as we're leaving Bluebird, we're just going to continue our small... Bear in mind, this isn't like pinpoint day to day, dot to dot every hour what we're doing. This is like...
No, can't remember.
This has been about 4 hours or something, but we're just being there, we've been here, we're just picking up on pinpoints here. As we leave the Bluebird and walking down the road, I'm fucking whiffed out of my head, and I just keep hearing ding ding, like little bells, ding ding, and I'm like... And then I realise, oh, fucking hell, bikes. So I'll move out the way.
Oh,
and then bikes. We're whiffed though, like, and we're proper whiffed, and we're just walking. Now, we didn't realise we're in, like... We're half on the step. Yeah, we were in a bike lane. I didn't want to tell them we were in a fucking bike lane. I was going to go, we were half on the curb, but half in the bike lane.
We were in the bike lane.
We were in the bike lane.
We were
in the bike lane.
We was.
But we didn't know we were in the bike lane.
Yeah.
And the fella, do you remember what he said? He just ding ding, and I was like, sorry mate. He went, it's okay. I know stoned is slow. I was just like, yes, my man knows, he gets
I think we nearly got mauled by the grey area as well, you know.
We nearly got mauled a couple of times, lad. And some people don't appreciate it when they mow you either. They get a proper cob on, like they get a city lit.
Yeah, because over there, the bikes are the priority, aren't they? More than cars.
Yeah. Well, it's more fucking economical, isn't it? That's what it's about.
Yeah.
They've been in the bike phase for years, like they're pure green.
We just got to bike ourselves, shouldn't we? Away in the States.
We need to. We were in a good state for that now.
State of man for that, like.
You were trying to nod it to Whitey, remember?
I was trying my hardest.
Like, he was like, so much just staring at the plane seat like that. He was like that, walking around, and I'm going, I don't want it to Whitey.
Yeah.
I'm alright. I'm not eating a Whitey.
It was like, I knew that I was going to hit a Whitey, but I had to like...
We didn't even have the mushies as well, because I thought it's too much. It's too fast for him. And like, to be fair, I've been at Dam, like, no word of a lie, nearly 30 times. I've never had the mushrooms in the... I've tried them, but I've only like had a little nibble and went, they're moody, them. They taste like shit. Mm-hmm. But now I understand you're meant to just, you know, take the full box of them and just ride that shit out. You know what I mean? So
I've heard loads of people say they've had them over there and they haven't done nothing as well.
I think, as I said, you're meant to eat the full box or half the box. Like, people say small and regular, but it's like, nah, just do half and then do half in an hour and see how you feel. That's how I see it anyway. It's one of them.
I think my bird had them when she went over there, and I think it just basically gives you the giggles, some of them.
Yeah. It's like
when you first start smoking weed and you can't stop laughing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You don't get that again, ever again.
That was, isn't it? Lad, I love them phases. So,
you never get it again, though, do you?
Lads, the other day, get on this and we're even stoned, lads. And it was the best feeling in the world. For some reason, Just couldn't stop laughing, lad.
Yeah.
Just couldn't stop laughing, lad.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, uncontrollably for a good 15 minutes. And I can't remember who I was with. No, I think
you
it was...
You get a good hit of the old dopamine when you do that, don't you?
Lad, it was the most hardest chuckle in my life. Lad.
When you start getting a sore jaw and that, don't you?
Yeah, lad, I was like, oh my God, I've got a six-pack under here.
Can't breathe.
I can feel my six-pack, lad, under me fat, lad. You know what I'm saying? Lad, I'm ripped. But I'm gonna cut to 2 more scenes of the damn for me and him. My other 2 highlights of the trip. Now, to you, they might not be highlights, but to me, they were highlights. Yeah, they were. We were like, you were 18, weren't you? So I would have been 20. So we're in the big shots now. It's like a boozer. We're watching a footy, and then I just think I'm a terrible gambler. So I think, fuck it, I'll have a go. The fruity's there now. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing on this fruity, by the way. I just keep putting money in it. And it just doesn't let me have a spin till I get to 5. And I'm like, all right, so I spun it. And I realised...
I don't even think I was standing with you. I think I was just sat at the bar.
I just kept going.
I just let you just do your thing, didn't I?
And I just kept playing it. And it just kept getting me up to 20. Every time I got to 20, I could take like a tenner out. I was like, wow, this is the weirdest machine I've ever played in my life. So I just kept playing. And when I realised when you get to 20, the top board, you click this, it spins out again. So little old me was just getting up to it, spinning it. Next minute, I turn around to me, I'm going, I've won money on this, but I don't know how I'm winning money. It's saying I've got dough there. I'm like withdrawing it. I take this little bit of dough out, and it's like, give me like €15. I'm like, that's all right, I ain't nobody put a fiver in. End up playing for a bit. Kept saving me dough on a top spin and a top reel. When you did the 3 cherries on the top reel, you're winning like fucking, it was like 20, 30 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
By the end of it, I withdrew it, and if you, it was giving me all quids. I didn't know if you held the fucking button, you got notes back hard in the machine.
Yeah. You had like a one in like
in euros. The fella behind the bar's going, do you want me to change it for you? But he was looking at us dead sus and snarky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was fuming.
He was fuming.
He weren't happy that you jackied the machine.
Well, that's no longer in that booze no more. Get on that then. Gone.
Yeah.
Jack, it's gone. Completely gone. I think he had a common.
I reckon he'd fiddled it and you'd fiddled it on him.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I don't know what I was doing, but I managed to win anyway. And
no, I just started saying all coins in the machine. Ding, 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 ding. It
was our last night. Like last night there, we were skint. We had about €50 left between us, not even lying. We didn't we? Like it was a proper, we spent up.
Oh, nothing. I had to lend off you, and I think I was bankrupt.
Yeah.
We started getting out the bank machine, that didn't we?
I had savings. I didn't have no money, but they weren't the point. What I mean by that is our spends was down to like 50 quid between us, like we were skint. And then it's €80 on this machine or something. I want €100, pay for the round. Yeah. We still left the gaff at like €70. Spent it all on weed and Mackies. It was the best night, and space cake.
Space cake. That's probably the last highlight.
This is the best highlight, the space cake. So after we've been snarled by this fella, and you know what, he's all right in the end. To be fair, he's actually quite sad. I know both of them, but they don't work. In them. They've got 2. They've got another gaff now. They've got 2. Oh my God, can't get Stutter and Stanley. Fucking words. Get them out. Fuck me. Felt like I had Tom for a minute then. They've got two boozers now. So the fellas that I know from when I used to go, they now work in the second one, and I always go with the first spot because it's just a better spot, lad. I went there the other month. You should have seen how heaving it was.
Shocker.
Lad, you couldn't move. It was they have to get that dorm and you were paying a tenner.
I reckon it's because you can bevy and smoke in there as well, and gamble and watch the fuzzy.
They were charging a tenner each on the door.
It's like a Betty, but you can do everything in there.
Yeah, lad, it was
a insane. Betty and a bar.
It was mad. It was, yeah. It was just a bit of everything. But they've bailed the slotty now. It's more like based around like it's just bevy music, and they had the boxing on. I think it was the McGregor. Was McGregor fighting?
Maybe when probably would have been, yeah.
No, I'm chatting shit. I went in February. I was with our kid. Mitchell, who boxed in February? I might have been Jake. Nah, lads, it was someone, because I went there to watch it. It's going to do me head in that. Tommy Fury, it was. It was Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. That's what it was. So we ended up watching that in there. Fucking had a laugh, but it was proper heaving. It's a complete different vibe to what I remember. And there was no fruity. I was fucking devastated. There's just a chair in the corner now where I used to go in there and be like, I want the fruity to be back. So it just takes me back. Every time I see the fruity, it just brought them back.
I think he'd suck the fruity the night after you'd done that to it.
It was turned off the next day.
I reckon
it was off in the morning. Like when we went in, I tried to have a go. It was off. And he was like, no, it's done. So possibly just absolutely jacking the fruity to the point where the fella was devastated because I was just some little Scouse kid just rinsing the machine clean. Yeah. But the last highlight of the trip, and this is the funniest part, this is definitely one of the best parts. I've had edibles every time I go there, and they never do a fucking thing to me. A thing. They don't even touch the sides. And I mean that. They don't touch the sides. Now, We had half a space cake each. Like we just split one between us at a lemon drizzle cake one way.
Nice, like.
It was unbelievable. The cake was heavy. Oh, I did. There's a part to it. I lost half my tooth in I lost my filling and half my tooth to a fucking bag of Skittles in the hotel room.
After the in the morning,
and I just went, Louie, and he went, what? And I went, it happened. And he went, what? I went, like, what you thought you heard was official. And I just lost my filling and half my tooth. I was devastated, man. Fucking dentist is a beaut, man. I'm still fuming about that. Still fuming about him wrecking my teeth and I'm up it. But anyway.
It's them damn Skittles, lad, they're hard. Rock hard, lad.
Rock hard, lad.
Yeah.
It's stoned and hard, mate. Ready to go. Like Viagra's. Fucking rock, mate. Charlotte of the Rock, young man. It's fucking typical, like, they're fucking stiff. But yeah, we moved. I'm trying to fucking, like, it's the worst but the funniest because it makes it sound like amateur stoners back then, but we weren't. I used to smoke quite heavy. I went to down quite frequently in that, and half a space cake though, not even a full one, half a space cake. We were finished. We were up all night. After I broke my tooth, I was like, I can't go keep after space cake getting buried.
And I think, like, don't get me wrong, sometimes on the telly over there, they'll have the odd English in English. We were up that late. It was just Dutch.
It was just not an old lad.
It was just Dutch.
It was subtitles.
I think we were watching the Dutch footy.
We actually was, yeah.
And it was obviously it was Dutch footy.
It was the highlights. It might have even been Brazilian footy highlights.
It was just something mad.
Stupid o'clock in the morning, but it was not.
And then it was like Holmes and the Hammer, but the Dutch version. Something mad like that it was.
Holmes under the boat, lad. Boat under the hammer.
But yeah. With the space cake, we were still
half each. Half
spaced
cake each.
the next.
We had to get up for the flight.
We weren't even the next day. It was the same morning because
it was about 4 hours later, 3.5 hours later. We had to get up, and I just opened my eye, my alarm went off, and I just went, nah. And I just knew I just literally looked and went, nah.
We left it the latest you could.
I'll lie back down.
I don't even think we had a wash in that.
I washed my hair and left. I woke up and I just went, oh.
I think I got up later than you.
You did?
I think you left me for a bit.
I had to go and wash my hair first. And I come back in and just
I had like an extra 10 minutes snooze, didn't you?
Fuck, lad. And I'm standing up with my eyes closed. I'm going, Louie, lad. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, no, I'm still with you. He's like, I know. And I'm like, no, Louie, I feel more high than I've ever felt this whole trip. Yeah. I was completely stoned out of my head. I had 3 joints left. I had to smoke. I'm not even lying. I ended up putting 2 joints in my mouth at once, just pack-a-punching them. Just to get them gone and walk on the train station. My man left 3 joints on the wall.
Did you?
And I was going to put them to bed, but I just physically couldn't do it. Like, and I'm not a bitch. bitch.
We gave it, I think, some Rasta fella. I think I'm sure I gave it to someone.
We
like
did,
that. Someone sitting at the table.
There was someone, no, you did actually, because you were saying leave them on the wall, and I was like, nah, don't fucking leave them on the wall. You done that last time, but you know, I'm fine. I'm just hand them to someone. They don't smoke. And I remember we left the grinder in the hotel. We left the fucking. I think there was a bit of this shit poly that just got left because it was shit. Absolutely gag, smelled like teabag.
Teabag, Paul.
A fucking teabag situation with fucking chalk. Nah, some of the polys you get are heavy and some of them, man, are fucking shite. I want my poly to be sticky, icky, like, and have some nice consistency to it. And sometimes I like it to be like, you know, a little bit blonde and hashy. So when you just crumble it, it's like, oh, it's soft, it's beautiful. But I can't help the accent. I started on today, and this,
people are gonna start thinking McGregor's here.
I'm gonna start clipping the little fucking clips out.
We'll just say got McGregor on next on the camera. Won't be
I'll be back. How you doing? Fucking right, man. Proper 12 whiskey. Fucking get it down, yeah. It's fucking proper good, like. Yeah. That was a bit shit, but the more I do it, the better it gets. Like, I'm a bit rusty. I don't just spit accents out, and I'm like, I do.
You didn't damn like.
I do. But when I've had a bevy in me or something on, or like I'm having a little chat with someone who's actually from there, like our kids are from Ireland, so our kids' Irish accents fucking spot on, mate. It's spot on. But yeah, the dam's insane. If you've never been to the dam, get the dam. But I've got 3 rules of safety being in Amsterdam. This is the three things I like to say to you. Safety rule number 1. Don't eat a space cake at 5 o'clock in the morning if your flight's at 7:30, because you might not wake it up. Yeah. Rule number 2.
Don't eat a Skittle.
Don't eat any Skittles in the hotel room because they're rock hard. And the third one, the real one, it's actually safety related. Yeah. Never be out after 1 or 2 in the morning, please, because every time I stayed in a dam in this specific hotel, I'm up all till all I was smoking weed, and I've heard 4 people get robbed outside my hotel window at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I kind of pop me out going, "What are you doing, lad? Fucking let them go." And then he's like, "No, he tried to rob me for drugs." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm not involved. In a bit, enjoy your night." And I just forget it never. Nah, it's hot round there. Like, it is very hot.
I think when we were out one night,
light district,
late walking back as well, it was like Remember, it was like that thing when we went over there as well.
All them group.
We got told people were selling Charlie, but didn't we? But it was white heroin. Remember that?
Yeah, so there was a
white heroin.
Yeah, at the time we were there, they were selling people Charlie, but it was heroin. And so what they were doing is the head shops, the smart shops were like, come in, we're not going to tell the police. We'll test the drug for you to see if it's actually cocaine or if it's heroin. Because you don't want to be sniffing fucking heroin. That shit kills you. And if you've seen Pulp Fiction, that's what happens when you sniff heroin. Flatline. Yeah. Froth on the mouth. Nearly dead. Yeah. Like, it's a drug you never touch. But if you... Do you know what? Fuck it. That's a serious one. That actually, there's 4 rules now then. Rule number 4, don't buy cocaine in Amsterdam because it will more than likely not be cocaine. And if you do buy the cocaine, take it to the fucking head shops and the smart shops and get it tested by the people who work in there to make sure you're not taking no fucking substance.
Just want me limo test in there, please, mate.
It sounds mad, it does, but they were doing it because it was three British tourists that died from sniffing heroin, like it and because they were sold.
There was a few movie characters when you're walking with them little back streets and you'd be walking just there in your ear like, okay.
No, it hits you, yeah. It's crazy. So
and then you'd look and there'd be no one there, and you'd be like,
it's so the way they do it, they'll walk past you and they're like cocaine, and it just like it travels to a point where it just hits your eardrum, and they're like 6 feet away from you now at this point. But it's so snarl, but it just don't bother with it. Like, and I know when you're like 18, like when we first went 17, 18, 19, you think you can fucking take on the world. Trust me, you can't. You really can't. Do not buy fucking balag coke that's heroin or some mad shit lad over there that ends up fucking ruining your life, mate. So just be careful. It's an unbelievably safe city. It really is. Up until like 12, 1 in the morning. Like most cities though, if you're walking around certain parts of town at fucking 2 in the morning, that's not busy clubways, and there's little hoodlums, you're probably going to get jumped. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just got to be careful where you're going. It's just how it is, and it's just life. But it's a lovely city. It's an amazing place. Just don't be out past 1.